And they're telling you in order to get to the thermostat, to the radiator, you must remove the reservoir bottle, the 2 coil packs, and somewhere behind there, once you get into the front of the bike, the manual said to remove the radiator cap, the radiators themselves, the hoses, and somewhere up in the neck, you will find the thermostat. But also I'm showing you the rest of this. Vacuum lines. These 2 hoses right there, they belong to the heat risers that are underneath the carburetor. That right there is your cruise control linkage and cable to intake. These 2 hoses down there, the small hoses, they belong to the drain tube. This top one here is for the box. This is your fuel line. This gray tube is your fuel line. The main fuel line. This cable here is for the choke. Run back to the choke. The other 2 cables here is for your throttle. This is the throttle assembly cable with the bracket. So far, took the carburetor off, cleaned around them, cannot find this leak. This little hose right there with this box, it's a drain box. It got a hose at the top with a drain hole. That hose on the side got a little drain hole, and that tube right there drains down where I show you them 2 little lines. Why is this open? No idea why the engineer made it like so. But other than that, when I re-hook up the carburetor to the bike, I have no more leaks. I put back the heat riser, reattach that back to the carburetor themselves. Just a cover, just to make sure no debris falls inside the carburetor. Just made myself a little cover there. Safety first. These are the vacuum lines that I showed you earlier. This is the rear of the carburetor with the linkage. But I cannot tell you, sir, or anyone, where that leak is coming from. I thought it would be from these 2 hoses off the main line here. But it's not coming off the hoses. Either one of these hoses off the main line. I followed it through. Still cannot. This number 6 hose, what you're looking at, this number 6 hose, that's the one goes into that drain. That's at the top of the carburetor. And the other one follows suit. Right here. They're leading to the top of the carburetor. Some kind of overflow, I believe. But other than that, if you look inside, underneath at the carburetor, there's really nothing there that would show anything that would leak. Like now you see that drip coming out of that box. I thought the hose was loose. It was pretty loose. So what I did was I disconnect the box from both hoses, and I put a little Indian head gasket sealer on it and reattached them. And so far, no leaks. So far, no leaks. So maybe somebody else might find a leak. I checked the hoses. They are not split. They don't have any kind of cuts or grooves in them. Okay, I thought maybe this main hose was rubbing. Maybe up against there, but there's a shield there to protect it. So that is not the cause. And the hose below it, that is not actually touching either. As you can see, neither one of these hoses are touching anything to really rub or cause any damage to the hose itself. I said, if you look in there, as you can see, that shield is blocking that. That's just a little debris on the thing. As you can see, a little dust, but it's nothing there major. That shield is protecting it from rubbing up against the horn. And other than that, I can't tell you where the leak was coming from. And I'm not going to put the carburetor back on. I ain't going to reassemble the carburetors yet. I'm still going to keep searching before I put this bike back together. The last thing I want to do is do this all over again. Take it apart. Even though now I got the hang of it. Because y'all know out there, the Honda dealership will not touch the Honda Goldwing. They so-called mechanics are afraid of this bike. It's intimidating, but if you just take your time, you can get it done. My advice to anybody who's pulling these carburetors off, be very careful, because in the video, they'll show you these hoses, but no one tells you about the little ones that's underneath the bike. Right there, these two. So be careful when you're taking them apart. Do not pull on them. Do not break the angles in them. Do not break the little tabs. Be very careful. Take your time. Also, you will have to go and buy these long needle pliers. They do come in handy. Yes, you're going to need them. There's no way around it. I believe these are 20 inches long or 16 inches long. I brought a set of 2. The set of 2 came from Harbor Freight. It was $10 and change. Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't have none of that in my toolbox, so I had to buy them. But it's okay. It's a worthwhile investment. Never could go wrong. And there's a lifetime guarantee on them. So I was told by the gentleman in the store, if they ever break,